Okay, so I haven't finished this. I'm gonna end this quickly before we can move to this subject, which is 3D grid maps. So I actually started Godot, and I've noticed that there's no way to make this grid map hexagonal. So it is the kind of thing that we will have to make manually, sort of. Manually in the sense that, yeah, we will have to create a way to manage hexagons on a map, because not that it is necessary, but it is very useful when you are playing a game where the concept is that the player can build things, add up. So yeah, that's exactly what we will be doing today. So there will be a little bit of Blender, because I actually want to create a 3D model for this tile I want to make, and then we will try to see in Godot how we can implement those with the system of coordinates, because yeah, that's pretty much what we want to do in the first place, coordinates. Yeah, so right now this could end faster than I expected. Definitely. Also, I will just grab what's new. Yes, is that bold? Correctly. So what happened on a project, we have animation fix, enhance crafted with animation for the info. More fix, updated visuals for crafting panel. Cool. Cool. Alright, so let's see. What do we have here? Now the pit fighter, and I still have no item that I want to have. Okay, so I think I will just try to reroll items at this point. Okay, cool. I don't know what I want for Draven here. Not that I really need her. The most glorious thing would be Draven level 3. Yeah, we don't have those. Oh, we could have those. Blazing Soul. Now I'm gonna try this, but it's gonna be a little bit weird.
This is the part where you bleed.
Yeah, let's try to roll for Draven. Why is this okay?
Sacrifices must be made.
Alright, so I think we can... Oh, I can't open Blender from here, so I'm gonna go there. So we can probably start making this hexagon. I'm gonna create a new file. And probably not a cube. So I'm a very noob on Blender. So this can be quite funny. Yeah, you're not here to see these super cool learning techniques. Okay, so here we have X and Y in this order. I'm probably... I don't know.
Bring on the bad guys.
I'm gonna put Ambessa and Kate later on. So yeah, this is all I know how to make an hexagon at the moment. Maybe that's... I basically want this to be a tile, right? Do I want to reposition this? Because I don't really know exactly how Godot handles the import. I have to go all the way around. So maybe I will have to drop the idea of having Draven be the main carry. That's sad, but...
Unmatched power.
Okay, let's put Kathleen already. It's from there. I could give her the items. But she's just level 1. Could be very dangerous. As for Ambessa, Nashor's Tooth could be cool, but I don't know. Start moving. Right, back to this little square. So this is the X tie. I think it could be interesting to have 2 textures in there. So let's go in edit mode, and we will be able to splice. Yes, like that. Oh, we have the anomaly. Undeath, no. Yeah, let's make Ambessa really tanky.
Wrath will be met with wrath.
I could be trying to go fetch the higher level Tristana as well for better attack speed. Oh wait, she's an emissary. I have to get rid of Tristana. Huh.
I'm doing this my way.
So maybe I could have a sniper then. Anyway, so we have the points of our hexagon, and I still think like it's a little bit high. So I'm just gonna get those points and bring those down a little bit. Okay. So now if I want them to go inside,
Target in sight.
yeah, not really what I expected. I want them to go toward the center. How do I do that? Like maybe scale? Like I have to scale on both X and Y? Oh. Oh, this is very weird, but that's kind of the spirit. Right, I guess we want a sniper. Oh, we have Warwick. Yeah. can't really... Yes, he fits. Enforcer, enforcer.
Surrender now.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a
They
sniper.
are the plague. You should pledge your loyalty to me.
Okay, so we have Draven. And this, complicated. We could make her a little bit tankier. Alright, back to Blender. So... yeah. This is alright, I just want to... I would like to be able to select how much I am scaling this.
Going somewhere?
Because, yeah. Like, do we have like a measurement? Let's go with 10% maybe? Like the closest I can do. Because we have a little bit of scaling here.
Everywhere I go.
Not very accurate. Yeah, absolutely terrible. It was actually better the first time. So how did I do that? Oh, maybe we can grab this blue thing? Wait. Yeah, that's it. This little blue button. Alright. Because it's like the entire plane. And that's exactly what I want. Oh, here we can choose. So 0.9. 0.9. Is that good? Yeah, 0.8 was actually quite nice. Yeah, that's too much. 85. Yeah, that's nice. The thing is that we could apply a material or we could leave this as it is. I think it's fine to leave those like this.
They are the plague.
Right, so we have Reforger. Huh. Oh, I'm really dying here. So, get this item. The thing is that now I do want to export this, and we'll just leave that with no texture. It's gonna be fine. So I will export. Well, I can save it as a Blender file. That works as well. So if I go in my document, Godot, I think it's 3D testing, yes. That's gonna be Hexagonal, not blend. So as far as I know, Godot works with that very nicely. Okay, so we're good. Shift is down. We can get that out of the way. There we go. So this grid map here is, yeah, not something we want to keep. We're gonna use a basic 3D node. We have the hexagon, okay. And we pretty much want to create a... interesting. Looks like the little edge here doesn't... Because, oh, by the way, maybe I should remove the light and the camera. Otherwise they were showing Godot, so let's save that. Okay. Because if I bring this guy here, yes, it does work actually. So what about the... yes, it is... the import is kind of wrong. I mean, the y value. Do we want to like rotate it so that it is in positive x, positive y? Or do we want to keep it looking up? So I don't know, I think it's bad. I think I should have more faces, because like this is not gonna fit, right? Yes, that's actually 5 faces, that doesn't work. We need to make 6. But let's go back to the cylinder. I thought it looked weird, but I couldn't know why. Yeah, now it makes much more sense. Much more sense. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick this face. No, face. Why is that doing that? And can I convert? Yes, I can convert this into points. Fine. So let's move this. And when I move, yes, I have the transform. So let's go -0.2. No, that's not enough. -0.15. No. And now we can scale them just like we did before. 0.85. Okay. Let's save this again. See what Godot has to do with that. Oh. Camera and light are back, it seems. Okay. So now the question is, how exactly do we create a grid with this? So if I create another one, I pretty much want to be able to move it like this. Well, the thing is that they don't have a unit of 1. That's terrible. That's terrible. Why that? Like transform? What is their size? They don't have a specific size in them. So maybe we have to make sure that this happens in Blender right there. Yeah, so on the points here, they match. Oh, what's on my screen? Yeah. So the question is, do I actually have to push them, or am I just supposed to snap them like this? Okay, here is how I plan. Okay, so let's see the position of the second one. Transform. So what do we have? 1.5. It's not enough. 1.75. That's okay. What if I have this guy? Around there. Where is it? We have 0.75 and 1.5 maybe? No. calculation here is kind of obscure. Wow. It looks so random. I really want a small modification. And then, thing is that I do need the size of that in some sense. If it was 1, it would be probably easier. Okay, let's see something different. Like, okay, I don't know how to measure that. The scale is 1, that is correct. But the 1 here could mean many different things. But it looks like it is properly... yes, they do fit. So they will have to keep this ratio. That's for sure. Would be something like this, basically. And then you would build on those hexagons. But then here you have like 175, probably minus 175. So there's probably a mathematical way to calculate this. So as in like 175 divided by 2 and 175 divided by 2. No. Oh. Yeah. So that's 1.5. Are they too close? Yes. This little edge here is pretty cool. I mean, this little gap, I mean, kind of like the idea of having a gap between the cells. But here I do have to go up to 52 just to get that gap. Because 1.5 is probably like hexagons touching. Almost. And 1.4 or 1.45? No. Here they are blending in one another, which is pretty bad. Yes, you really want 1.5, I guess. To that. So let's see. What do we have for... If I look up hexagonal grid coordinates, what do they say about that? Okay, we have the size, Okay, we can probably bring this. 6-sided polygons, right, correct. And we have either the pointy top or the flat top. So we have two different sizes. Well, okay, that's cubic root multiplied by size. And the width. Okay, so that's the formula. Coordinate system. Yes, they're kind of like, they still work like a grid, but they are right, left, right, left, right, left. And here they're like, yeah. Yeah, they're just a line. Hey, how you doing? So they say I wanted to make TD game with Hexagonal. What is TD? I'm trying to remember your projects, but I don't see which one it is. Tower defense. Okay, cool. Actually, I'm not thinking about the tower defense here, but recently I've been playing Dungeon Defenders again, which is a game I really liked back in the days. And it kind of made me want to try doing 3D stuff again. I mean, not again, 3D stuff. The thing is, I just don't know what is the size of this guy. Like... Here's the size. Okay, so that's size. And once we have defined size, we're good. So size is the point here. So is it 1? I don't really know how to measure this. What if I make a way to measure between those 2 points? Or maybe I could get the coordinates somewhere. Can't help with Blender, yeah. Because if I go back to adding a cylinder, which is what I did basically. Radius is 1 meter. Okay. So if the radius is 1 meter, technically we should always have 0.5 toward every edge. So the size could be 0.5, but that is assuming that Godot and Blender have the same 1. Doesn't make sense. Like if I do create something new, bring the hexagon. Can I bring it? Yeah. Does it? Yes, it looks like it is the 1. Oh, is it? Oh no, that's the... Yes, that looks correct. Yeah, that's correct. So it is the same one. So from there... Doesn't really matter, just what I need to know is what coordinate equals what thing. So let's see, we said that this point here is the white. Okay, so the white is twice the size. But we are in the pointy style, so it is the height, I don't know, which is that. So if I create a second one, this guy, if I go y1, no, 1.5, no, 2, okay, there we go. So that's 2. What if I remove that? Really? Okay, this could be easier. What if I add a light? So here they're touching, but oh yeah, the thing is that we could consider the spacing. Spacing, we will see afterward. So technically, if this guy here, I want to position it, I have to say 1. And the Y is going to be... What did we say? Size, so 0.5. Multiplied. Oh no, that's square root of 3. Does this even work? No. No, it doesn't. What if I calculate it? Oh, there it is. No. Yes, let me choose. You big mean. Oh yes, there we go. 173. Yes, that's the thing is that it is. Oh wait, what? Okay. This guy. Yeah, no, it's a little bit more complicated than what I thought. But this guy we can multiply and go with 173. And they should be like very close. Isn't this part of the paper? Spacing. Next, you want to observe hexagon together. In the flat top, in the pointy top orientation. And the thing is that you have to consider the odd and even. Some games use pixel art for hexagons that does not match. Yes, cool. Angles, not really important, I guess. Let's assemble hexagons to create. Yes, but Yeah, that's what I want. Circle grid. Cube coordinates. That's a cool animation. Anyway. Another way to look at the hexagonal grids is to see that there are 3 primary axes. And like the 2 we have for a square grid, there's an elegant symmetry with this. Let's take a cube grid and slice out a diagonal plane. This is a weird idea, but it helps us with the hex grid algorithm. Coordinate conversion. Yeah, so I kind of understand why they didn't in Godot yet. As you might expect, the answer is simplest with cube coordinates. Guys, I think that the idea here of the cube coordinate is pretty interesting. So you go with those 3 axes. And then you have those... Wait a second. There's the blue one. Alright. That's complicated slightly. Let's go read that. So back to these things, they say that 3D Cartesian coordinates follow standard vector operations. We can add and subtract coordinates, multiply and divide by a scalar. We can reuse this operation with hexagonal grids. Offset coordinates do not support these operations. What is offset coordinates? Okay. Study how the cube coordinates work on the hex grid. Selecting the hexes will highlight the cube coordinates corresponding to the 3 hexes. Each direction on the cube grid corresponds to a line. Yep, that's how I get it. Try highlighting a hex with R at 0, 1, 2, 3. With the R, yes, 0, 1. Okay, I think I get it now. Kind of. You have 3 values. And each hex has a vector 3 coordinate. Okay, let's go pointy because that's what we have. Okay, we can't. Oh yes, we can. The row is marked in blue, try for the simple cube, and as purple. Each direction on the grid is a combination of 2 directions on the cube grid. Northwest is positive S and negative R. Okay, they can be interesting. I definitely can see that. But then what is the... okay, wait. What do you recommend? Pointy rotation? Yes, cube. Other rotations? Hash storage, yes, that's probably what I would go for. Hexagonal symmetry? There is. Easy algorithm? Yes, they are the easiest, I would get that. And the coordinates conversion? Of that coordinates table. Yes, where's the cube? Actual. Okay, actual and cube coordinates are essentially the same. In the cube system, we store the third coordinate s. In the actual, we don't store it, but instead we have to calculate it as needed. Cool. Converting between the system, it's like using cube and need actual, ignore the s coordinates. Cool. That's, yeah, that's conversion for one to another, but I actually want conversion from, yeah, distances. That's a little bit more this. Line drawing, movement range, intersecting range. Is that it? Hex to pixels? Size and spacing diagram? Okay, so that's here. Right, that's it. Orientation, the horizontal distance between adjacent hexagon centers is horizontal width square root of 3 multiplied by the size. So probably this will be easier with scripts. The vertical distance is 3/3 of the height. So 3/2 of the size. Right, let's try this script because this is probably what's gonna work the best. What is this exactly? It's a blend thing? How can I instantiate this script? That's interesting to think about. Okay, let's create something 3D hexa. Let's have a variable hexagon. And this is a preload of the blend. But what type is it? Like, is it even possible to instantiate this? Like, if I remove that, here's my scene. Okay. And on ready, I instantiate this guy. If I go with add child, hexagon, then instantiate. What happens? Yes, we have no camera, I guess. Okay, so it looks like this little guy is here. A little bit weird. Because if I do hide it right there and do nothing, probably gonna be weird as well. Yes, just why do we see the top but not the side? Is it because of the material? What if I... Nope. Scale? Light? Energy? I don't know how this thing works. If I remove it, we don't see a little hexagon anymore because of the color. So maybe if we add sky color, I put a different color. Oh wait, it takes the color of the sky? What? Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this omnilight to the bottom or the side, I don't know. Isn't it supposed to be all sides? Yeah, well, it has faces now. Let's remove this guy. Yep. And instantiate this. The thing is that this is a Node 3D, right? So is that a scene? It's not a packed scene. We'll probably create a problem. No? Okay. And I guess this is instantiated as a Node 3D. Alright. So we're gonna create another one. So variable node.
There's something in the woods, Lisa, and I intend on finding out what it is.
So we instantiate this. And we position this guy with those two methods. The horizontal. So the position X is equal to square root of 3 multiplied by the size. So that's size, yes, size. So that's 0.5 multiplied by power 3. Well, I think we have square roots. Okay, so square root of 3. And its position Y should be 0.5. 3 divided by 2. Yep, not really. Oh, because that's C. Yes, but here they're like... not that good. Is it because it's supposed to be 0? I could just leave it. Oh, the size isn't 0.5, the size 1. That was an easy mistake. From there, trying to see how this correlates with the cube coordinates. So if we have position C, no, I didn't add it. Could be right, could be wrong. Maybe if we have it negative, we could see better. No, we can't see better. We're just gonna add some more. I almost feel like they're on top of each other. Yes, that's the vertical spacing from this, so it has to be on the side as well. What is curious is that they are not providing a way to translate these cubic coordinates with an actual position in the world. So because we have the spacing in this horizontal, we could imagine something that would be kind of wide. The coordinate conversion.
What I thought was just folklore or hearsay was true.
So axial to coordinate to this guy, column. Yeah, so it's probably necessary to go through that. What is at the bottom? Pathfinding. Map storage in actual coordinates. Rounding. Pixel to hex. Okay, that could be interesting. One of the most common questions is how do I take a pixel location such as a mouse click and convert it into a hex grid coordinate? I show how to do this for actual or cube coordinates. First we invert the hex to pixel. The thing is that it will not necessarily be very useful because of the camera moving around. To convert from hex coordinate, yeah, that's not really what I want. Hex to pixel. For a hex to pixel to be useful, yeah, so actual. The way I want to think about hex to pixel conversion is to look at the basis vector. 0, 0, 1, 0 is the Q basis vector. Okay. Is the R basis vector. Oh, I think I see why the actual coordinates can be interesting. Then go here. Oops. Oh, it can be complicated though. Like, let me scroll back to actual. Yeah, not what I thought. Oh, okay, I think I get it. But I don't see that in application. That's probably complicated. Okay, so hex to pixel. This can also be viewed as a matrix multiply, where the basis vector are the columns of the matrix. Yikes. The all basis vector. Uh-huh. Yeah, so the function pointy hex to pixel. So maybe we will just be using actual coordinates as it is simpler. Because technically all we want is to draw. Right? Right, let's see. If we do reproduce this, what do we have? Okay, this broke my page. Not a problem. I'm gonna scroll back. So distances, line drawing, movement, rotation, reflection. Hex to pixel, there it is. Alright, so let's go. Function hex to pixel. And here we need a vector 2. Okay, so we're gonna have this as x vector 2 I. This returns a vector 2. Okay. So we have a variable pixel vector 2 equal vector 2. Okay. Not new. Okay, that's 0 then. So the x value, so pixel.x is equal to the size multiplied by, we have the square root of 3 multiplied by x.q, x.x, or is it y? No, q is green, so that's correct. That's x.x plus square root of 3 again, divided by 2, multiplied, right, by hex.y. Size is not specified, so it's gonna be 1, so no problem with that. Now for the y, it's slightly easier. So we just have third divided by 2 multiplied by hex dot y, and we do return this. Okay, so let's try creating one hexagon then. So this node 3D is a hexagon dot instantiate node dot position is equal to 0, 0. That's a given. We just add the child node. Okay, so here we add 1. Alright. Now we're gonna loop. So for an index in range -1 to 2, and I need to do that twice. So that's gonna be actually R and Q. We'll be able to create a new node here. So node, we instantiate the hexagon again. Node position is equal to x to pixel of vector 2 RQ, I guess. No, QR. Yeah. Now that is probably very important. Cannot be assigned to a type vector 3. Okay, okay. That I can handle. We're gonna return the vector 3 pixel dot x 0. Yeah, that's a very bad thing. I will have to redo that. So it is correct, but we have those two guys here. +1, +1, and -1, -1. Interesting. But they do position very well. I think that a way to get a little bit spacing between those guys here would be to have like a very smaller hexagon compared to what they actually take in space. So if I just like take everything and I scale it like very more, 0.99. What is this gonna look like? Can we have a little spacing? Yes. So we could go even just a little bit. Oh no, wait. here. Let's go down like 98. Like we removed 2%. Yeah, there's this kind of spacing I was thinking about. Right. Just to see how this looks like, we could apply a little bit of texture. So I think it's materials. Yep, new. I'm gonna name this dirt. So finding a color here is not very easy. Something like this. Okay. Want to assign. What if I go back to this object mode? Is it assigned? Not really. Oh, because I probably have to go to material mode. Yes, there it is. So we have this thing here. And now I want to create another material, which is going to be like a greener one. Let's see, something greeny. Something like this. It's gonna be fine. So yes, edit mode, base. And I want to assign this. That would look like this basically. Right, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was hoping for. Oh. Yeah, so if we get back to this, can we have a bigger version of this actual coordinate to see what it looks like? Since actual is the same as cube except not storing the third coordinate, the code is the same as the previous section except we won't write out the third coordinate. Neighbors. Coordinate conversion. Yes, actual coordinate, there it is. So here we have R and Q. So that's negative R and negative Q. That's a little bit weird. Okay, so we have 0. Okay, that's a line, basically. So, what's happening here? That's Q. So here we're going 1. Okay. I think I get it. That's... Alright. And then we have plus s minus s. And this one doesn't exist. Okay, so the actual coordinate system is the same as the cube, except we don't store the s coordinate. Since we have a constraint q plus r plus s equals 0. The actual cube system allows us to add and subtract, multiply and divide with hex coordinates. The offset coordinate system does not allow this. Okay. The thing is that if you want to add, you have to think about that's positive, that's negative, and same. Probably positive, negative, or positive. Yeah. Why is this turned? Yeah, it's slightly turned. I don't know why. And we use this to calculate neighbors. Yep. Given a hex with 6 hexes on neighboring. As you might expect, the answer is simplest with cube coordinates. Still pretty simple with the actual. Yeah. The sum must remain 0. So we're moving one by +1 and another one by -1. I think that makes sense. And the fastest approach is to pre-compute the permutations and store them in a table. The cube coordinate systems, we can store difference between two coordinates, a vector. In actual, yes, that's pretty similar, I guess. We create this array first. Since actual is the same as cube except not storing the third coordinate, the code is the same except we won't write out the third coordinate. Alright, so since we have this thing, we can try to create an inherited scene. So new inherited scene. There we go. So here we have the little guy we're working with. So we have the hexagon and the cylinder, which is our okay. Now I guess we want to create a collider here. Let's see. Here is the mesh. And what if we change the type? Like a static body, rigid body, static body. Yes, static body 3D. And can I make this root? Yeah. So the hexagon here. I would like this to be a static body 3D. Huh, how is that possible? What if I actually do that differently? I could delete this guy. Create another scene. So create another scene which is a static body 3D. Okay, so that's an hexagon. So in there we bring this.
The Colville Indians of upstate Washington call him Sasquatch. The Hoopas of Northern California call him...
That's the hexagon mesh. Alright. And then we create kind of a collision shape 3D.
Let's just call him Bigfoot.
Is that a new convex polygon? Yeah, we could probably use a cylinder. That's pretty much this. Except that this is... Huh. It's not that much a cylinder after all. But probably not a cylinder. A new convex polygon shape? How do I do that? Add an element. Can I manually? Like, no, that would be too easy. To be able to place this. I don't know. So what is this size again? Wow, square root divided by 2. Isn't it a way just to like... Isn't there a way to create a collider based on a mesh? Let's see. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna bring the music down just to avoid something very bad if I pick up a video. Right. Can bring this back. There it is. So how to set colliders automatically. Yeah, that's a lot of talking, so probably won't be able to see that. How to create a mesh collider. Mesh, create a tri-mesh. Wait. This is old, isn't it? Yes, it is. Let's clear that and see. And what if I bring my hexagon in there? No, of course it doesn't work. Guess meshes are probably Godot objects. Is there a way in Blender to get the array of points? Ah, that's a good question. Blender get array of vertices. No answer. Okay, what do we have in there? Modifiers, objects. Properties. And in this cylinder, that would be too good actually, just to be able to have all the position of the vertices. But that could be interesting. Like if I select vertex, I select one, can I get its position somewhere? Oh, hey Lins, you say, I believe there's a way to get Godot to auto-generate a collider based on the mesh itself. It can be generated as a sibling of the mesh, then assigned as a collider. I think I've seen something like this once. But I have no idea how to do that. Okay. What if I try another Googling? Like Godot generate collider from mesh instance 3D. I guess you put a static body 3D, collision shape 3D under the mesh. Wait, what? So I'd have like static body 3D here. Collision. Shape 3D. Yep. And then what? Maybe you could give depth to your 2D tree. What? I'm using a mesh instance 3D to use for a 2D tree. However, I can't seem to figure out how to give it collision. Okay, so I think they're talking about manually making the collision here. So you say, if you look along the top of your viewport, you can see the red mesh tab. Can I? Yes. Let's delete this. Cylinder mesh. Create collision shape. As a sibling, static body child. Okay, that makes sense. Is that it really? The thing is that You have to have the mesh instance 3D object selected first. Yeah. Well, that works, thanks. But I'm just a little bit curious. Like, how is this a child? Like, isn't it supposed to be like this in there? Because this hexagon here, I kind of want the static body to be the leading guy here. I just don't know why I'm forced. Wait, what if I... No, that's the wrong one. Is there a way to change this scene? Like, yeah, can I change this scene? No. Once it is created, you can move it wherever you need in the tree. Yeah, that's okay, but the thing is that here we have a tile I have created in Blender. But for some reasons, it is creating a scene which is typed node 3D. So maybe I can change the type of the scene? Can I do that? Can I do that? Nodes. Nope. That's Blender anyway. Import path. Because what's happening is that this is the scene created by the import. And it is a node 3D. So I can have the static body as a sibling, definitely. Well, maybe it's not important that the hexagon is... Yeah, we can handle that. I can create a script and say that we have a class name hexagon. And then we can probably add this like static body. As part of an inherited scene, I haven't been able to change that root path. What I have been able to do though is bring in that inherited scene to the actual composited object, so I'd create plus. Well, yeah. But then it would mean like I would copy this or cut this. Not really. Like this collision shape, cut, and create a new static here. I create this static body, I paste the collision shape, and I bring in the hexagon.blend. Yeah. There you go. So this here, that would be, well, in a minute, I've make a huge mess in this. Okay, so let's create this components. This thing, hexagon tile. Hexagon tie. So what's this? Unsaved. No problem. No problem. Just have this hexagon tie. Here's the grid. And here we want to be loading hexagon tile. There you go. Huge maze. Why mucking around in game dev? Story of my life. Yeah. That's easy to do. I try my best to be organized in real projects. Like this project is literally named 3D testing. So I'm not gonna mind. Not gonna mind. So what's happening now? We have the grid, but what do we do from there? What we do is that we want to be able to click those. So you see, I have so many sandbox projects where I figure things out, and none of the sand stay in the box. Yeah. I mean, if you start spilling files outside of the folder, then there's questions to ask here. So yeah. So from what we have here, I think we need a raycast. I need to find a way. That's a complicated question. How do I catch the mouse in there? Like, what are the signals we have? Mouse entered, mouse exited. Okay, that's something we can use, definitely. But the question is, do they hide each other? I hope so. They say, as Josh from Let's Game It Out says, only one way to find out. Yes, it's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'll try that. The selected tile will become this guy when there's this, and on mouse exited, we'll have like if selected tile is self, then selected tile is gonna be null. Okay, so Alfium's got scared, I guess. What's happening? You have mouse entered. Mouse exited. In fact, maybe we should read what those signals do. Immediately when the mouse pointer enters any of these object shapes, due to the lack of continuous, the signal may not be emitted if the mouse moves fast enough and the collision area is small. Yeah. Is it pickable? Ray pickable, yeah. Capture on drag. If true, the collision will continue to receive inputs as the mouse is dragged across its shape. Huh. So what if I do that now? Okay, we have mouse detected. Yes, it is. it has problems right now. Like those on the front, they're fine. 4, 7, 10. That's 9. But this... Ah. I don't know why... That's the original one. And... It's total? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's picking up multiple objects. I guess so. I don't know why it's... Oh, no, I know why. But it's still the problem, though. I think... Wait. What if I remove that? Yes, I think it's because we have 2. I had 1 which was overlapping another one. That's why. That was the problem. And now it's correct. It's because I made a mistake and I had like 2 items at the exact same place. It looks like it's fine, right? Like, if I could zoom, maybe? No, it is. I'm not following you. Well, if you want it to be a turtle, it can be a turtle. I don't mind that much. So what is the zoom? How do we zoom? The distance... Oh, maybe we don't zoom, but we move in. Maybe that's how you zoom. Zooming. Yeah. So we can see that it only changed when we moved to the next one. Nice. So why did I do that, by the way? Yes, I wanted to know if we have selected target. I'm gonna add a... It looks more like what you expected. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm just gonna add a canvas layer. With the label in there. And this guy will be saying focused time none. I don't know how I will catch this value. Okay. I'm gonna go with something very weird. Okay. Let's have this label. Class name. Weird label. So you say, could you adjust the position for the camera or the FOV as well? I tend to adjust position. Yeah, I just moved it, right? Okay, so now we can go back to Hexagon. And we can create an update label method. That is so wild. focused? What was the text? So we have selected time, else, weird label, dot ref, dot text is equal to none. Right. This is gonna be cool. There you go. It's not no, it's none. Boo. Why is this one? Wait, hexagon die? That's weird. The thing is that we correctly have. Huh. Is it because the others are the copies? Let's try something. We're gonna give those hexagons a name. QR. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Then why is it no? Please. You're supposed to realize it is no. It only allows the first instance of the scene to have the original name. Everything else defaults to the node type plus an index. I try to name them based on the grid coordinates. You are 5 seconds too late. The thing is that I don't understand why it considers this a reference here. Maybe an explicit node check? Yes, that's what we have. It isn't even... No. Can we clear that? Oh, was it? I don't think so. I don't think he was bugged. Maybe adjust the else result to 0 into something very different. So if I think it never catches this. Yeah, it never goes in there. Now, if I, let's say if I initialize this to null, and I update it by default, there it is. Oh, I am in the wrong. Oh wait, I'm so stupid. I'm checking the reference label, but I need to make okay. Okay. So if selected type is score is not null, then we do that. Else we have this. Okay, there it is. There it's fixed. Woohoo! Okay, so we are correct. And the thing is that now maybe we can actually just ignore all this and say, I really love this emote. We're gonna add a new signal. Is it like, I think it's on GUI. Oh, it's on input events? I don't know. What is it? Input events. Do we have camera and event? Event position? Whoa, that's so many things. Okay, so on, like, that's the signal, but is it even possible? Like, if I do connect this, they will add like the entire things, right? Where is it? Yeah. So we need all those arguments. Ripped. Rippy. The camera we don't use, the event we use, the event positions we don't use. The normal. What are all these things? What are all these things for? Okay, we're gonna try something. Project settings, input map. Left click. Okay. So if event is actually pressed left click, I'm gonna print clicked and there we go. Ah, it doesn't work because I didn't connect the signal. Yeah, now we're good. Yes. Click everywhere. All right. So that's a cool thing to do. Now I guess that the next thing we can do is create neighbors. Yep. So we're gonna bring back the cheating website. Phew. Cheating website. Neighbors. So we want to do that. Maybe we should think about the dictionary first. Okay, first thing. I really need a kind of notepad where I can put the tasks. Like a hovering notepad. Is that a thing? No. Oh, floating notepad maybe. Floating notepad. Floating notes. Is this for computers? Nope. Nope. Why is that Windows? Windows. How to download floating notes? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. Alright, so first the dictionary. Okay. Dictionary. So whenever we create a node, we go with dictionary. Vector to I QR is equal to node. I think it works. We're gonna try, right? We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna go with the method 1, 2, 3 function debug dictionary. Okay, so for key, which is a variant in dictionary dot keys, dictionary of key. Yeah, let's print first. We're gonna print what are we printing? We're printing the key like this. So that's the key. And the value. So we have key and dictionary by. So we debug dictionary. All right, let's try that. Okay, so let's see the dictionary we have. It's fine. Because the thing I was questioning is that because I'm over... Oh no, it's creating a new variable here. So my question doesn't even work. Let's try variable node here and have node here. Because if this works, it could change the way I am initializing databases in the greatest blackness. Yeah, it works. My question was, are we properly fully overriding when we instantiate a new, like we remove the previous object, we get a new one, but in the dictionary the reference is correctly set up. So that's fine, everything's fine. Yeah, so this right there is gonna be function initialize turtle according to Elfian. That's a turtle. Now what? I can't even pronounce this. It's rotite? Rotite? Turtle. Yes, a turtle. Very French accent. Turtle. I probably need to create a variable neighbors, which is an array of vector 2i. There we go. So let's get the cheat website. +1 0. Then we have +1 -1. Oh, I really hate the way to do that. What is that? Oh, maybe because it's circling. Okay, never mind. -1 0. -1 +1 and 0 +1. So that's the neighbors. So actual direction, okay. Actual add. What? Okay, I'm gonna read the cube coordinates and they will help me. Moving in one space in hex coordinates involves changing one of the 3 cube coordinates by +1 and another one by -1. There are 3 possible coordinates to change. Yep. This results in 6 possible changes. Each corresponds to one of the hexagonal direction. The simplest and fastest approach is to pre-compute the permutation and put them into a table of cube dqdrds. So we're on the cube coordinate system. With the cube coordinate system, we can store differences between 2 coordinates, a vector, and then add those differences back to a coordinate to get another coordinate. That's what the cube add function does. So cube neighbor, yeah. So return cube. Okay, so I guess that what they want to say here is that the vector skew R. Okay, I'm a little bit puzzled, but that's fine. Let's see. If I do function actual add, and we have the x, which has a vector 2i, and a vector is a vector 2i again, we do return a vector to I.
I would love to try your tea.
Please let me know what you think.
It is delicious.
All the grows here. We've been tending this garden.
So we just return.
You're drinking dead people tea?
Are we all?
Fair point. That's very true. But
Really?
you like cultivating dead people for good tea.
Are we all?
Okay. Alright. I think that makes sense. So that's the dictionary. Okay, and here I'm gonna create ghosts. We'll have a second dictionary of ghosts. But first, I'm gonna create a variable node, node 3D, which is an hexagon.instantiate, and I will add the child node and dictionary of vector 2I
Usually when people come here it is because of some great
dot 0.
tragedy. How may I alleviate your pain?
Clay, we come to you.
I will add node.
We recently lost one of our friends. And we
Who come here usually have.
we aren't here to bury him. He's already in the ground.
Okay,
But we've come
so
to
let's
avenge him, and
just
we
run this
were hoping to find
first.
some help.
Yeah, okay, cool. So now we want to generate neighbors which are ghosts. So I probably need to create a ghost thing in there. So if I create a static body,
Place where we take the dearly departed people who have done
which is a ghost time,
lives and we put them into earth that has been touched by the wild mother, and in turn she grants them with beauty and splendor and sometimes tea.
then I bring in my hexagon.blend. I right click editable children, cylinder, mesh, create collision shape, sibling, put that here. Wow, that's amazing. And this guy here, does it have a modulate? No. I need to change its texture,
You know, honestly,
but I can't.
I've really had enough experience to
So I probably need to create
gardener.
a different mesh altogether.
I grow lilies, I grow
So what if I go in Blender
moss.
Dead moss.
and I change? Okay, let's see. File, save copy, save the current file. Doesn't make. Well, save copy. Hexagon is gonna be ghost hexagon.blend. Alright, so I'm now. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Open. Ah. I'm gonna open. Okay, so that's the second one. That's the ghost one. So here the material alpha. Okay. Did I break? You okay, Blender?
It's been a while. I wasn't
Blender?
been on my own.
I guess not. He's not okay. Huge big difficulty for Blender here. Okay, let's save and leave, because technically it looks like he's dying. Okay, so we have the hexagon blend, and we have the ghost hexagon blend. Wow, it's beautiful. So let's remove this guy and bring the ghost. Editable. Wow, I really like it. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Nope. Let's save ghost time. Create a script. So if we have a ready function on mouse enter, right, let's try this.
I'm ready to leave. It's gonna be a little much, but I think I can do it. I'm ready.
So we have ghost hexagon here. Ghost. No, that's going to be the meshes. So I'm gonna rename this as unique, and I can go with meshes as node 3D. Can I change the visibility? Yeah. Dot visible equal true. And here, meshes as node 3D. Dot visible equal false. Now in my 3D hexagrid, I can try to generate ghosts.
Everything's telling me that I should
Okay, so for
stick around and see where you're headed. I think that's where I'm supposed to be.
the variant in dictionary. So what I will do is I will loop through all the tiles which exist, and I will try to generate ghosts from there. So for each thing,
You think about it,
we will have a
bad things happen to people every day. And then
here that's going to be generate all ghosts and generate tile ghosts.
defeat a great evil. I mean, nothing this good ever happened.
This takes a coordinate is a vector 2i. So here we'll create a list. Okay, so for vector, which is a vector 2i in neighbors, we'll create a variable new coordinate which is coordinate plus equal, well not just called plus vector. what we do then is to make sure two things. If not, dictionary.has the new coordinates, and not ghosts that has the new coordinates. If that is the case, we generate a new ghost. So variable ghost is equal to scene, where we do preload this ghost scene. Alright. And variable node as a node 3D is an instantiation of ghosts. Then node dot position is hex to pixel
People aren't good. That's not how this works.
of new coordinates.
I mean, things that you do are good or bad. but
Node dot name is ghost. You are. We add the node. And the dictionary ghosts gets new coordinates. And we add something here, which is the node.
people come and
So you said technically I should be sleeping, but now you've got me inspired to get some coding done. I don't know if I should be proud of you for being inspired to code, or ashamed to
there's a lot more apparently. And
make you sleepy to whatever you should be doing tomorrow.
I mean, you have to.
I'm gonna say both, because coding is cool. I think I've got it. Generate my ghosts. And here. Oh, wait a second. Generate for all keys. Oh no, they are. Yes, actually. Generate type ghost. Key? Generate all ghosts. And just to make sure, I will add a print.
From the cross, whether be by luck or superstition, there is the white snow dazzled, multicolored coat or
No shame. Say, be careful, I had an idea for something that won't take long. Most delusional person ever. Everything else will be stubble in with comments, and I'll tackle those in earnest tonight. I work nights. Well, technically it's midnight and 21 for me, so I do work nights as well. Okay, so I think we're ready to test this. I'm kinda scared. It's 2:21 for you. Oh yeah, I understand why you go to sleep then when you follow the streams.
I made the earth remember him.
Let's generate old ghosts. I'm kinda scared, not gonna lie. Yes, except that they're supposed to be hidden by default. Look at this. Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh no. Because... Okay, right? You heard nothing. And that is just a genuine mistake, which is not important regarding the value of my work because it's nothing. This is the work, this is important. There we go, now we can build around this tile to expand it. Wow. Wow. And I'm also realizing I'm hungry. Yep. Yep, I am.
It's more than a thank you.
So it was kind of a messy stream.
Have to be free
Like,
so that you can finally pay your debt.
me not being able to finish my TFT games before the beginning of the stream. Then me struggling like a lot. And then finally, after 2 hours, it works. If you are wondering why I'm doing this, I'm actually thinking about a project which I am currently assessing whether or not it's worth going through it. It would be a kind of a mix between an idle game and a management game. And the management game or active part of the game would be a kind of city builder minigame. And then the cities you have created, they generate passive resources. And basically what you do is that you either rework, change, optimize your already existing cities based on what you have as new upgrades and stuff. And yeah, that's kind of the idea. So that it is an idle game, but it still has an active gameplay sort of. So yeah, and that would be like you generate those little things that you build, and it never gets very, very big. It's just like small units that you construct. And eventually at some point you will be assembling units together. I don't know. I'm just right now going through the game design document, seeing if that works or not. I'm actually trying to make my very first game design document. I tried a few, but always dropped the idea. So this time it's going to be a real one. If I go through. And if I don't, it means that the game is not worthy enough to be made, and we'll move on. That's alright. So I'm really, really, really hungry right now. So I think that I will just be on my way to end the stream. And I'm not gonna say that I will come back today, because it could not happen, but it could happen as well. So this could happen, but don't rely on it. Anyway, I guess that's gonna be the closure. I'm gonna thank the people here tonight, both Elphium and Lance, because you did save me, Lance, with this thing that you told me with the collision. Like, that was... yeah. I would have stopped, I think. Not stopped, but struggled a lot. So thank you very much for that. That was very useful input. And of course, Alphium, the taskmaster, who's cooking some things for the next streams, I guess. So anyway, that will be my closure. And I'll see you next time. So no worries, you say, I'm glad I could help. Thank you for the stream, just got finished as well. Oh, nice. So back to sleep. Alright, so that's the closure. I see you some of the times, and I'm disappearing. And yeah.